Since we're technically doing horror, let's do Night Terrors number 3.
Oh,
Uh,
you're doing night terrors. Check you
I'm
out.
doing Night Terrors. Here's the thing: I fell off, but I didn't fall off. If it makes sense. I know that don't make sense. Okay, because I'm reading none of those tie-ins. I missed the last issue, but I'm doing this issue because, pun intended, people are sleeping on Night Terrors. Because at the
Oh,
end of the day, it's just a dead man book, and I'm all for a dead man. Give me a dead man book. All right, so Night Terrors number 3. Let's jump into it. Let's go. For those that haven't been keeping up with the book, they don't bother catching you up. They just jump into it. This dead man doing some bullshit. Who gives a fuck? Jumps into it, and now it starts with okay, Dead Man in Batman's body and Sandman versus the Sleepless Knights. Those are the bad guys, like his henchmen that are after him, And basically, Sandman's like, my gas isn't working on them, and Deadman's are like, yeah, Batman batarangs don't do shit either against these guys. So when they about to get taken out, but before they get taken out, that's when, boom, Robin shows up. Damian, he's like, get your hands off my dad, and he just starts slicing the demon endless nights just like it's nothing. And they were like, what the fuck? And Sandman, because he's like 80 years old, has never met Robin. He like, how old are you, kid? Like he just fucking. He like, how old are you? Who the fuck wears a fedora anymore? So then he gets them out of there, gets them to the Batarang, and then they fly out of there and they escape and then they're out of there. And Robin tells the bat plane to go 40,000 feet. And Dead Man in Batman's body's like, thanks, kid. Your father must be proud. He like, don't you put words in my father's name, demon. He like, now get him out of my father's body now. You're like, well, damn, okay. So Dead Man exit Batman's body, and Damian can still see him. He's like, how the hell can you see me? He's like, don't worry about all that. I trained to do shit like that. So yes, that's what's going on right now. And no reason Damian's not asleep like the rest of the world because he has trained his body to stay awake or some shit. Whatever. Anyway, that's why he live. So the point is, the thing they're looking for is the Nightmare Stone. So Deadman's is like, okay, let me see if I can get into Insomnia's body one more time and see if he knows where the thing is. And he goes into a memory that he had at Arkham Asylum. It's called a survivors meeting. I think it has something to do with like the last pit or whatever like that. So anyway, he's drinking. He said, I can't go to sleep. If I go to sleep, I get the nightmares. Matter of fact, if I close my eyes, I get the nightmares. And the support group is trying to tell him that, you know what, maybe one day you'll forgive the Justice League for what they did. You're like, forgive them? I don't want to forgive them. And then he smashed the guy with the coffee pot in his head, like in the support group. And everybody else is like, what the fuck? And then with the glass that he got away from it, he started stabbing him to death. He was like, no, I want the Justice League to see what I see. And everybody else support group like, what the fuck? Like, oh, this guy's crazy. Let's get the hell out of here. But before they can get the hell out of there, he kills them too. I want all of you to know what I know, and starts killing them, starts chopping them up and shit like that. They're like, everybody's going to know the truth. Everybody's going to see what I see. Nobody will ever sleep again. Matter of fact, I will never sleep again. And so he takes the glass to himself and cut off his own eyelids. And like, now I will never close my eyes again. They're like, and yes, Dead Man, I can see you too. You better get out of my memory before you see some really fucked up shit. And Dead Man's like, oh, hell no. And he's like, okay, yeah, that guy was crazy. He was like, so basically they have an idea like, okay, the Nightmare Stone is not in the nightmare realm and it's not in the land of the living because Dr. Disney already says land of the living. So where could it be? And Sandman's like, I think I got an idea. It may be somewhere between the land of the dreaming and the awake. It's an in-between place. So they go to Wayne Tower because they got a whole bunch of chemicals and shit there. And Sandman is using that to build like a new gas gun that can trap them between the sleeping and the awake world. So Dead Man hops back into Batman's body, and Sandman's like, okay, I'm gonna shoot you guys this gun. It's gonna like partially put you sleep and awake at the same time. Y'all see what y'all can find about the Nightmare Stone, and I protect your body while it's going on. They're like, cool, okay. So he shoots him in the face, and they pass out, and then they're in the dream world now. Like that Dream Warrior shit. So they're flying around, and Sandman's like,
Let
okay,
the
while y'all
night
doing
shall be
that,
done.
right. So while y'all doing that, I'm gonna protect your bodies in case some crazy people come in here. And as soon as that happens, crazy people shows up. Some horse, scythe dude, endless night looking dude. He like, I found you. And Wesley, and like, I've never eaten a zombie before because Sandman is a zombie. You're like, oh shit, I wasn't ready for this shit. So he grabs Damian's sword and he goes right at the guy. So they're fighting while dead Batman and Robin are in the nightmare dream sleep world or shit. Anyway, they call it the hollow. The hollow is, they said the hollow is what you see out of the corner of your eye. That's what that is. You know, you're not asleep, but you're not dreaming either. You know, so they walk in to find out where they're going. They just walk in and they hear their names, Boston, Damian. So they can walk in there and they find this house with that looks all fucked up and it's got a bunch of skulls around it. Now we've heard of the House of Mystery and we heard of the House of Secrets. This is the House of Horror. This is the first time this has ever been a thing. This is new. So, yeah. So they walk into the house.
It's going to be worth $20 in 50
this is
years.
gonna put your kids through college. This is it. so they walk through the House of Horror, and while Sandman is fighting this guy, and what they see is that Boston Brand, where he died at, the circus place where he died, and he see this is my nightmare, and he sees himself, and he like, this is my lie, because I told everybody when I got shot when I was an acrobat that I died before I knew anything that happened, but that's a lie. I felt the bullet and I felt hitting the ground. I felt the impact. I felt everything when I died, but I didn't tell anybody that. And they were like, okay, so the stone is here. So he's opened up the guy's rib cage and starts digging in his own rib cage. Meanwhile, Sandman chops the guy's head off, and the Endless Night is holding his own head. He like, you think that's going to kill me? And he starts like throwing his head at Sandman, like trying to chomp at him and shit. He's like, man, what the fuck? And that's when dead Batman and Robin wake up and they found the Nightmare Stone, the thing that Insomnia been looking for the whole time. Like, we found it. Then we can use the Nightmare Stone to kill Insomnia. And when I find it, I will have everything I wished for. So, the Nightmare Stone has possessed Deadman. To be continued. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'm enjoying the story. It's just a fun thing. Crossover events like that. As long as they just stay with the Deadman shit, I'm on board. I'm good.
Dude, did you notice you have the Teen Titans cover behind as the thing?
No. That's House of Horrors.
Is it? You sure?
Is it? Did I fuck up? Oh, damn, I fucked up.
No, because the Teen Titans, they went into a House of Horror.
They went to the House of Horror. So the House of Horror has been a thing. So the House of Horror has been a thing. Oh, shit, I fucked up. Okay. Eli will be the one to call me on this shit. I'm glad you're the one to call me out on this shit.
Hey, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm just saying. You fucked up.
I just noticed, shit. I'm like, yo, that's my book. That's my book.
Because I just remember House of Horror. So I'm like, no, but that's not the House of Horror. So anyway,
what's your score, man? You seem to be liking this event.
I'm liking this, man. I'm liking this.
You're just reading the main story.
Just the main story. And honestly, that's for that, I'm catching on what's going on right now. Like I said, as long as you give me Sandman, I'm good. Now, I wanted the newer Sandman, but they give me old Sandman, but Sandman is Sandman, so I'm good. So 45. Strong 45. Strong 45.
Not reading the Punchline tie-in?
No, I don't even know why she's still a thing. Stop trying to make Punchline happen, DC. Just stop. So, yeah.